his fears has been justified, which is, oh, if nothing is done, there will be copycats. But again, isn't this expected? When leaders in Africa take positions as if they are leading themselves and not the people, when you take actions that are not in tandem with democratic dividends, what democracy should be, the international community keeps mum, African leaders keep mum across board, and we're not putting ourselves in vulnerable positions where the military that we do not want to take over power. So what exactly is the fear that has been realized now when you know that there are indices that these things could happen? Is this really a copycat, if you may?
It's turning into a copycat.
Okay.
From Mali to the other country, to Niger and to Gabon. It's turning into a copycat. And I tell you, for me, that anyone who forcefully take over government is the same thing as a terrorist and should be treated as one.
So when you say, sorry to interrupt you, please, you said it earlier, sorry, please. Anyone who forcefully takes over government, is it just by barrel of the gun that government can be forcefully taken over? When there is election.
No, election is not force.
Yes, so if, okay, let me give you a typical example. In Nigeria, so the Nigerians did go out to vote and they've been shouting, this is not our vote. Our votes didn't count the way we expect. This is not what we voted for. We have evidence, for instance, that results allocated to some states by INEC is not what we voted for. This is not our results. Even INEC's server doesn't show that that's what the results. And then even there are the investigation that's been carried out to show that, hey, this is not what happened. In that case, has force not been used, albeit through democratic process to ensure, to give the people what they didn't ask for?
It's an allegation. It's not a force.
It's an allegation. Even when there are evidence that these people have to prove that.
See, it's an allegation.
Okay.
Because if we choose to build than to destroy, it is false and allegation. And I tell you, anyone who loses an election lay claims to election being illegitimate.
Mr. Daniel, sorry, hold on. But I didn't talk about those who, the contestants. I said Nigerians.
There are Nigerians who say the elections were right.
I agree, but there are Nigerians who actually have evidence from INEC's documentation results signed, which is different from by an INEC official, which is different from what is in the server.
No, that is not false. See, when somebody committed fraud, it's not a forceful takeover.
But it's a takeover of sorts that is against the rights of the
people. No, it's an allegation. But
if it happens,
let us not elevate an allegation to being something that is truthful.
Okay, let's do this, Mr. Daniel. Let's do this. You have a wristwatch designed with your name on it, and you came to my house. And then you came for a party in my house, and this wristwatch disappears. You tried everything to find this wristwatch. You couldn't find this wristwatch. And then years down the line, you see me wearing the same wristwatch. It's a customized brand. And now you say, hey, this is a picture of my wristwatch. You remember, you guys, I did say that this is my wristwatch. And I went to Vivien's house for a party, and it disappeared. And years down the line, Vivien is wearing this same wristwatch. How am I going to prove that the wristwatch I have is not yours? Because my name is not Daniel. And what is customized there is Daniel. If you have the copy of the evidence of this is your wristwatch, and I'm wearing that wristwatch, how am I going to prove that that is not your wristwatch?
No, I think, let me say this because millions of persons are watching. I said we must come to agree that who is responsible for an election being illegitimate. You and I are not responsible.
No, we are not.
No Nigerian is responsible to say, oh, this election, you are only speaking from the prism of where you are. Others will speak from the prism of where they are, from where they can see the issues. Yeah, but at the end of the day...
Mr. Daniel, does it change the truth? Even if you are saying from Jamaica that watch, Vivien, that watch, my name is also Daniel, that is my watch. Does it change the truth that There was an evidence that you were in my home, and that's when you start looking for that wristwatch. And years down the line, I have the wristwatch. Does it change? Does the fact that other people have their own truth, does it change the fact that there's a truth when you have evidence to prove
What truth in an allegation?
An allegation remains an allegation, something that was said to be until... What makes,
by the court of law.
What is required to prove an allegation? Is it what the
because
judge
of the
says
evidence?
Or the evidence?
No. See, let's use the tribunal so that people will understand what we're saying. Elections was conducted. The PDP said no. We won that election. The Labour Party said no. From what we have as our own evidence, we won that election. The other party said no, we won that election. All of those things remains an allegation.
You see, I agree with you. Sorry, I agree with you. Like you said, for the benefit of those who are watching, our job here is to inform and to educate. I agree with you, they remain allegation. However, the subject or object of this allegation is the fact that there is evidence that I have in my hand. That is why I am saying that I won the election. And this evidence is coming from an approved body, an authorized body, which is INEC.
No. Let's not.
The result from the polling units.
No.
Who authorizes those results?
No. Let's not go that route.
No, why?
No, I'm coming. Everyone was given a fair hearing to bring those allegations before the honorable judges.
We're not talking about what is in the court. No,
I'm coming.
We're not talking about what is in the court. We're talking about
use that.
Factors that says when Nigerians are saying, for instance, we voted, our votes didn't count, and we have evidence from INEC that this is what our votes is, and that is not what is reflected in INEC's server.
And that
is not what INEC announced.
And that makes it
so when did INEC get the results it announced at the national, the conference center? If what they gave or their officers released at the polling unit is not in tandem with what they announced,
it's still an allegation. Is that the truth?
Okay.
The one who is saddled with the responsibility to manage that election declared someone the winner of that election. Every other thing remains an allegation.
I agree with you, Mr. Daniel, but what if that one is authorized, saddled with responsibility, is declaring a result that its subjects, its officers, did not release to the participants?
No. See,
make it make sense.
No. I think let's go this route now.
Okay.
INEC conduct an election, both at the state level. The national is just to announce that result. At the state level, they are supposed to collect those results, agree on those results, and then transmit to the federal.
Okay.
Then the federal would collate nationally and declare a winner. At each state, there are allegations and counter-allegations. Each state has that till today. I'm coming.
Let's we're not making progress on this subject, because when Tinubu says that his fear is justified, this fear is bred from something. And now when these fears are looking at us across Africa, it's not just about Nigeria right now. The big question then is, what do you fear that there will be copycats and all of that, and there are issues that led to these people? Why are these issues not being addressed?
In America, when Trump lost an election, did he agree he lost an election? Was it justified? Did he agree?
If what was justified?
No. Did Trump agree that he lost that election?
No, he didn't.
Does that now mean because he has several millions of votes?
But that's not the issue in Africa. That is not the issue in Africa.
No. My take is this: that for every election, there will be people who would not be satisfied with the process.
That is not in doubt.
Now, if we move from that stage, right, so that we do not become people in the animal kingdom, that there are allegations, valid allegations, valid allegations, and those allegations need to come before we need to submit ourselves to a process. But if we now say that because of those valid, my word now, because of those valid allegations, the military should top up, because it is a no-no for me.
No. Nobody is saying the military should top up, but there are factors that led to according to the military. And these factors, even if the military didn't say it, Africans know this. For instance, Gabon is one of the richest countries also by virtue of crude, the natural resources. Look at how poor that country is. Look at Niger, for instance. Look at Nigeria, for instance. These are all the issues that are facing us every day. Is it the military that made the civilian government unable to provide democratic dividend to the people?
Do you know that the election that brought Ali Bongo to power, the militaries were the ones supervising the election? No, I'm coming. I'm coming.
We are looking at the military.
It is a society. That's what I'm saying. It is not government. When we use the word government, who are the government? These are not individuals who were elected.
Of course.
It is a society until you and I purge ourselves.
All right, so we agree on that. We totally agree on that, because I thought we were making it look like, okay, the democratic leaders are good. And
No. It is a society thing that we must agree that the society has failed us.
So we breed these products, whether they are military or democratic leaders.
Absolutely.
We breed them.
Absolutely.
And until we take responsibility, nothing is going to change. All right, you and I agree on that.